Hi everyone, my name is Fox. I am the con-chair for Eurocon 2020, or Futuricon as we like to call it. I am joined today with our head of hospitality, Igor Endic. Hi Igor.
Hello.
And we are both joined today by our third guest of honor that we are very proud to announce. Her name is Ivana Delač. Hello Ivana.
Hi everyone.
So Ivana, we've known each other for quite a while. If I were a real host, I would probably introduce everything related to you. I would list all of your fantastic accomplishments, achievements, awards, and everything. We would all be so very proud and start the conversation that way. Instead, I know how much you hate being pushed into the fire like this, but you are a psychologist for a reason. So my first question for you is, why do you think we have chosen you to be our guest of honor?
Um, Gee, that's a tough question. I don't know actually. Maybe because of certain success that my last novel achieved here in Croatia, or for some other reason, for maybe because I've been in Croatian SF fandom for so many years now. I don't know. Maybe some sort of cumulative reasons, like being here for long enough to to receive such an honor from you. I don't know, really. I was really shocked, and I'm still shocked.
Let's ask Igor. Igor, why did we select Ivana as our guest of honor?
Well, the things she gave as reasons are actually correct. She has been a mainstay of Croatian fandom in general and Croatian science fiction writing scene in particular for the last, 12 years since your first novel, right? 2008?
Yes, since first novel, since first story, it's 14 years. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been a minute, as they say, definitely. She has a wide variety of interests apart from just writing and reading science fiction, so she can talk about a variety of topics, including various geeky stuff. So, yeah, and she's generally a nice, agreeable person, so we knew there would be no problems, no diva behavior.
Great.
Ivana, what are
Okay,
some...
I like that reason. I like that reason a lot. Okay.
If you had to list 5 keywords to describe yourself, such as author, what other 4 would it be?
Psychologist.
Obviously. Good.
X-Files fan, obviously. Teacher lately. And probably a bit chaotic.
A bit chaotic.
Yes, that's 3 words, but it's like one expression.
It's like one. We're going to put the hyphens in between, so it's not a problem. That's interesting. Why chaotic?
Oh, because it seems that there is always so many things that I want to do, that I want to write about, that I want to watch, to read, and so little time. So when I try to squeeze all of that in 24 hours that make one day, it turns out to be a bit chaotic.
And unfortunately, you're no longer in your 20s, so you can't avoid sleeping.
Yeah, also
Yes,
true.
I have to sleep. Yes, I can't come to my day work without sleeping enough.
When it comes to writing, does writing fall also into the chaos category?
Maybe writing falls into the being perfectionist category.
Okay.
It takes quite a lot of time for me to produce something new because I tend to overthink, overanalyze what I've written. I tend to, try to find ways how to make it better, and in the end it does result in a better story or a novel, but it takes a lot of time. And basically, since I'm a bit chaotic, I try to be as organized as I can be. So I, for instance, plan on taking 1 hour per day, and that is the hour just for writing. If I manage to do that, my my regular job takes quite a lot of time, so sometimes it's difficult to squeeze the writing in.
Igor, from one writer to another, what do you think Ivana should tell us that other potential writers would want to hear?
Well, she actually started answering the question that I was going to ask, because I'm not going to ask you where do you get your ideas from, because nobody likes to be asked that. But
Thank you.
when you have an idea and you're actually at the point where you have to sit down and write, how hard do you find it to motivate yourself to actually sit down and start writing?
If I start writing while the idea is still fresh and strong and hitting me with waves of inspiration, then it's not difficult at all. But most often that first wave of creative energy passes by when I manage to sit down and start writing, and then it can be quite difficult to make myself sit and write, because often it seems like the idea is not as strong as I thought it would be, that the sentences are not as good as they should be, as I want them to be, etc.
Okay, but at that point, it really is just down to actually pushing through to the end.
Yes, yes.
Because if
yes.
you stop and start rewriting what you've already written,
Oh no!
you
Oh
usually,
no!
yeah.
No! Rewriting comes only after the first draft is done. That's why I often rewrite. All three of my novels were from first draft. Around, I don't know, 3/4 of the material was rewritten again.
No, I understand completely, yeah, because I think you found it yourself that it is the only way to actually finish something. Because if at 2/3 of the way through you go back to the start, I'll just fix this, I'll just fix that. Did it ever happen that you actually took way longer to finish something because you kept going back, kept fiddling with stuff that you really shouldn't have been fiddling with at that point?
No, not really. Not
No.
really.
Okay. So you never had a like a hard lesson that you had to learn.
Oh, I did have hard lessons, but they were not like that. Hard lesson was, when you want to publish your first novel and you have an editor who says, okay, so you sent the first draft in time, that's great, and you wrote well, but we need to start all over. And then you go chapter by chapter with that amazing editor who just happens to be named Darko Matzler. So that was hard, letting go of what you wrote and discovering what is really important, what I really want to keep in the novel, and what can be let go without crying too much over it. And it happens to me that I write something, for instance a novella, and then I put it down and I don't even think about it for a month or two or longer if needed, and then go through it and then find all the things that I need to write again, to expand, to change, and then we're back at rewriting practically.
Let's talk for a second about the latest novel. Does it have a name in English?
Oh, I call it Yapodina's Troubles.
Yapodina's Troubles, nice.
Yes.
But I'm not going to ask you about the whole writing process. Some things that are often out of reach of people from within the fandom is an audience outside of the fandom. Yapodina's Troubles have achieved significant success outside of the fandom. It's been covered on a lot of websites. There have been many presentations and everything. How do you think it came to this, and how does it make you feel being in the sort of main spotlight instead of the fandom spotlight?
Well, that was entirely unexpected, and I don't know, it was almost as shocking as when you guys called me to be your guest of honor. Almost. I think that it all happened when Anna Jembrek from Books Are My World blog Is that the correct translation? She
Books
wrote the
rock
first
my world.
review, first non-fandom based review, and then somehow it just spread among other book bloggers. I don't know. I talked to her about that the other day, and she said that it's true, but the success wouldn't happen if the book obviously didn't hit all the right spots that it should have hit. So I think that I managed to combine alternative history with a strong female character, with just a dash of love story and a dash of bizarre technology, steampunk. And of course, the dragon was also something to to take into account. So I think that what happened was that this book was more of a soft speculative fiction. It was more soft than other books I wrote. And maybe that this strong female character and the situations she found herself in somehow resonated to readers more than it would if the book was, I don't know, different. But I believe that it wouldn't happen. The success wouldn't happen if it weren't for book bloggers. And I'm definitely amazed by how influential these book bloggers, how would you call them? Would you call them book influencers?
Book
When
influence.
it
Okay.
comes to when it
book
comes to
influencers,
to promoting someone's book.
Igor, you read Yapudina's Troubles. Did it also resonate with you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I actually read it in a single night. Well, okay, it's short, but it's still because it was very good. And what Anna Jembrek told Ivana is true. I mean, it wouldn't have been as popular if it wasn't a good novel, simply. So, yeah. And I definitely, I mean, although it's that whole thing, yeah, female protagonist, but it can still resonate with a male reader. That, just to put it out there, because
I'm really glad to hear that.
no, because she's a good character. I mean, female, male. She's very likable, and all of her, you could actually understand all of her, all the stuff that was actually bothering her, why it did and how it did.
And all being
the only
morally gray.
Yeah, and the only thing I can really say is what everybody else said. And when's the sequel?
It will happen eventually.
Eventually. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
It will happen eventually. More of a spin-off than a sequel, but it will happen eventually.
That's cool. So one of the things that happened to a degree as a result of Yapudina's Troubles' success is that you have recently started a website and Facebook page where people can read about you, where you publish various information. How did you decide to do that, and what is your goal with these new technologies?
I've been thinking about creating a personal website/blog for a couple of years now, but it seemed somehow pretentious to me. It seemed to me that I'm still not there yet. I'm still not, oh God, how to put it? I don't want to say important enough, but I'm still not, yeah, maybe
you
I'm
felt
not
like
visible.
You didn't earn it?
Yes. Bravo, that's exactly the expression I was looking for. I felt as if I still didn't earn it to, have a author's web page and blog and Facebook page, etc., etc. And then with all the Yapudina's success, I realized that now was the time, because my readers base did grow a bit. And it seemed to me that it's quite difficult for people, if they want to contact me, be it for a book club or for any writing related reason, they can't. They can send me a message on Facebook, and it will end up in message requests, and I will see it in a couple of months probably. So it was a way of having an easier way for people to contact me. And also, it was a way to put everything I did so far, everything I created, somehow on one place, in one place. Like a sort of author's portfolio of sorts. And also, it was the opportunity to start writing a blog again, which I didn't do for, I don't know how long, 10 years or so. I used to be a blogger years ago, and I don't know, I think I have things to say to people, to write down, and I just thought that now was the time. Of course, I didn't know then that you will ask me to be a guest of honor. If I did, the website will probably be more spectacular, but...
I think that I speak for both myself and Igor when I say that you have a lot of things to contribute to both writing and probably society in general. So I like the blog website thing very much.
Wow, thank you. Now I'm blushing a bit, but it can be seen because of the lousy camera.
Okay, so we won't talk now about work and other things. There's going to be time for that during the full Q&A for the convention. But I do have one last question for you. What is the next historical persona you would like to cosplay?
Historical persona I would like to cosplay.
Yes.
The next historical persona I would like to cosplay. Oh God, that would be Queen Elizabeth I.
Queen Elizabeth I. Okay.
Oh yes, definitely.
So that's what we would have expected if Futuricon was not virtual.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Probably, possibly, yes.
Igor, any last words for Ivana?
Just that I am very glad that she accepted, and I'm very much looking forward to all the various stuff we're going to be doing at the convention.
Ivana, thank you very much for this short introduction. I hope people watch this announcement, and I look forward to talking to you as well during the convention itself.
Thank you for inviting me to be your guest of honor. That is really great honor and a great compliment to me. So thank you, and I'm also looking forward to Futuricon, even the online version. Of course, it would all be much more spectacular if it was live, but I'm sure that you guys from organization will do everything to make it absolutely awesome.
We are going to try to do our best. No guarantees.
Yes, trying to do our best is exactly our motto.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be so modest. Oh, don't be so modest.
No. Our mission statement for Futuricon, for an online Eurocon, is definitely trying to do our best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the talk. Have a nice day and see you soon.
Thanks. See you.
Bye.
Bye.